Hey guys. So, this little art show that I am doing locally is in November, and I wanted everything to be kind of done and ready by October 1st. I had a few days left in September, and I thought I kind of had just one more painting in me, and so this will be hopefully the last piece. And the show is taking place in Surrey, BC at the Newton Cultural Centre. If you are in the location, I strongly suggest you come and check it out because it's free. There's going to be snacks. I'm going to be there. There's going to be a second artist there showing all of her work, and it's going to be great. It's taking place Saturday, November 4th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's only a couple hours. You just come in, be awkward for a little bit, and leave. That's what I'm planning to do. So it'll be fun. I'm still not entirely sure about this particular painting. I kind of like bits and pieces of it. I finally got to use this masking fluid in a real big way. It really let me focus more on the background instead of painting around. I think I peeled it off a little bit too early. Another tip I read online is that you can use a paintbrush to apply masking fluid without ruining it if you swish your paintbrush into something like, I used liquid dish soap. So if you get a whole bunch of soap all up in your bristles, it won't stick to the masking fluid. Because I've ruined a couple of brushes trying to brush on masking fluid, but you can't get it out of the bristles, it's impossible. And since then I was just kind of using a stick, but it's really hard to get details or good coverage with a stick. So, no, it's a totally cool trick using soap in your paintbrush. It worked wonderfully, actually. And always test these things on your cheap dollar store paintbrushes. You don't want to mess up a good one. So while we're watching this, I just kind of want to address something. In the springtime, I was so excited about summer because it was my first summer during which I intended to be working part-time. It didn't always work out that way. I definitely had the time that I wanted to have. And what I wanted to do with this time is that I really wanted to go out to post my position, to invite people to come out and meet up with me while I'm painting in the area. I wanted to have really long sit-down sessions by myself in public because I did intend to do this series of living spaces eventually. Not as soon as November, but I did want to get a whole bunch of thematic paintings down. And I posted this in my blog, and I probably posted it on Facebook too. I had one session in White Rock, but I couldn't get the word out because there's no internet there. I did intend to try other places. There were some people who contacted me and asked if I would come to specific places, like we could hang out one-on-one. I do occasionally do stuff like that. I do meet random strangers, which is probably not a good idea. And it probably just seems like this whole summer I've been ignoring it, or I forgot about you or something. It's not that I forgot, it's just that I ended up working on stuff. Like, I didn't really realize how much I was going to do this summer, Like, I wanted it to be a weekly thing, but when I went out and did my sketches every week, I would have at least one or two paintings kind of in my mind, and I would spend a couple of weeks painting them. I've just been busy. I don't know. I've just been filling it up with all sorts of stuff. Like, if I had a weekend day off, which was very rare, I would spend it with my husband, and we would go out on an adventure, and then that would trigger a new painting. So it's like I didn't really have any reason to go out and do the thing that I wanted to do. So I didn't. And I just wanted to address that in case there are people who are kind of I don't know, unhappy or something about me not sticking with my plan, or I don't know if anything like that is even true, but I watch YouTube people all the time and it feels like I know them. There's some YouTubers who live in Vancouver who I think I would get along with, and I watch them all the time and just feel like I know them, and I feel like I could reach out and be like, hey, let's do blah blah blah. But you have to keep in mind that you are a stranger. I often forget, that would be really weird if I asked someone to come hang out with me even though they have no idea who I am. Yeah, I don't think this message is really necessary, but I just wanted to put it out there just in case. I always kind of envisioned myself as the type of person who could go out in public and sit there all day and paint in public and just be chill about it. But and when it comes down to it, when you actually have the time to do it, you find, no, that's completely counter to my nature. I realize that I am a recluse, and I will always be a recluse. So if you want to meet me, and you're in this area, a good time to do that would be to go to the art show in November 4th, because I will be there. And I will be forced to be there for 2 hours. I won't be able to just slink away in terror and hide. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.